All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to deconstruct just one thing, the official website for a local insurance agency in India. And trust me, it's this incredible masterclass in messaging. By breaking it down, we're going to uncover a really fascinating strategy that mixes this deep, almost spiritual philosophy with a sales pitch that is just surprisingly direct. So let's dive right in. So the very first thing you see is their motto right there in Hindi. And it translates to something like security in life, with life, and also the development of life. Now think about that. This isn't just about protecting yourself from bad things. Right from the get-go, they are framing insurance as a tool for growth, for progress. It's a theme that we're going to see again and again. So who's actually behind this message? Well, we're looking at the Deep LIC Agency, based in Dehradun, India. And the website immediately tells you who's in charge. Gaurav Deepgautam. This isn't some faceless corporation, you know? They are making it personal right from the start, building that one-on-one connection. Okay, let's get into their core philosophy, because before they even try to sell you a single policy, they work to build this foundation of trust. And they do it with two very distinct and honestly pretty surprising ideas. First up, they define investment, and the way they phrase it is so unique. It's a direct quote from the CEO, and it says, "Investment is useful for good time for future work's use." I mean, just listen to how practical and goal-oriented that is, right? It's not about complex finance or the stock market. It's just a simple tool for getting things done down the road. And then they do something I really didn't see coming. They give you this formal, almost textbook definition of the word agency, talking about sociology and an individual's power to act within a system. Now, putting this kind of intellectual concept right next to their super simple definition of investment, that's a really powerful choice. It suggests their services don't just help you save money, they actually empower you to be an active player in your own life. So once that philosophical groundwork is laid, the website pivots right into its actual products. And as you're about to see, they offer this really comprehensive range of policies that are designed to cover pretty much every stage of life.
First up, you've got the absolute fundamentals. Core life insurance and pension plans. This is the bedrock, right? The foundation of financial security for most people and their families.
Next, they zoom in on family and health. These are the kinds of products you look for during specific life events. Planning for your kids' education or making sure you're protected from a medical emergency.
And finally, they cover some of the more sophisticated needs. We're talking market-linked investment plans and group policies, which shows that they're not just serving individuals, but businesses too.
But, among all those pretty standard policies, there was one niche product that really stood out to me, and it gives us this perfect little window into how this agency targets a very specific and very valuable type of client.
And that product is Key Man Insurance. As the site defines it, this is basically a policy a business can take out on a critical employee. Highlighting this kind of service is just a brilliant strategic move. It screams, we get it. We understand the high-stakes risks that actual businesses face.
So, okay, after they've built the philosophy and they've shown off all their products, how do they actually close the deal? Well, this final section is where everything comes together in a remarkably direct and, frankly, powerful sales pitch.
The pitch kicks off with this simple, universal truth. It's a premise that basically everyone can agree with. Big goals, whether they're personal or professional, they all need serious capital. It's such a classic sales technique, right? Start with a problem that your audience already knows they have. And here's the crucial link. How do they connect that problem to their product? Well, the website doesn't beat around the bush at all. The very next thing it says is, essentially, insurance is the way you get this big amount of money. It's such a bold, straightforward claim. No messing around. And to make that solution even more tempting, they highlight a massive incentive. The site makes it a point to emphasize that the payout, that big amount you get when the policy matures, is tax-free. And that is a game changer. It shifts the whole conversation from just security to really smart financial planning. And it all leads to this. After building its entire case, the website delivers its final message in all caps, both in English and Hindi. There is zero ambiguity here. The entire narrative funnels down to this one, single, unfiltered, and powerful command. You should buy LIC policies. The website's final move is to just turn the question back on you, the reader.
But the real takeaway here isn't just about insurance policies. It's about the power of being direct. In a world full of really complex marketing and subtle messaging, this agency's strategy is built on a clear, confident, and unfiltered command. And it kind of leaves us with a bigger question, doesn't it? When you're trying to build trust with someone, is it sometimes more effective to just skip the hints and tell them exactly what you think they should do?